Gold and silver has seen the strongest move yesterday when silver has come close to $22 levels, and I had told you 2022 zone is a good support zone for silver, and it precisely bounced back from 20 and now back to 22. Likewise, gold too has come to tilt towards 1910, 1920, and we had discussed this in our weekly analysis also. This is a strong resistance zone. So now what to expect today? Yes, the CPI data coming in from US definitely going to bring some volatility. So which position you should take in order to profit, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon. The next update will be released before the US session. Do watch that also. Let's start. In this analysis, first we look into gold, followed with silver. Watch till the end, listen to it carefully, note down the levels, trade as per the levels. Now look at the hourly chart. So far, gold is trading above the 20 period moving average, which is now situated at around 1900 levels. Certainly is going to remain a good support. And if you look at it here, you can see that there is a little resistance. It is seeing at 1915 levels. So precisely it is trying to return from the same levels and now looking forward to 1900 levels. So this is first part to it. Also look at the hourly charts. You can find out this is trading with divergence indicating bullishness here. If you look at the stochastic, this was trading overbought and now looking down. The MACD has crossed over here and it is trading with divergence. This is a bearish sign. So probably it appears that we might see 1900, and below that certainly more bearishness may prevail today in gold. RSI is also trying to look downwards. Now look at the 2-hour chart. On the 2-hour charts, there is a reversal indication with a flat top. This is going to bring prices still towards 1900, and in fact we may see 1890 levels once again. This is going to be the next support level, and I will look forward to, yes, if it breaks 1890, you can see 1885, 1870 levels, the next support level. The stochastic here on the 2-hour charts is overbought. It is looking downwards. The MACD is also trying to converge crossover for a sell. The RSI was trading overbought, now looking down here. And if you look at 3-hour charts, on the 3-hour charts, so similar is the observation. Also on the 3-hour charts, if you look at, see these three candles, this is the first breakout candle. I will wait for the next candle and we'll see how far it can stretch its downside. See, you should trade with a trailing stop loss of $5 today probably, because see on the downside 1890 first and very strong support exists, and then in fact 1885, and then below that further drop might take it till towards 1870 also. Chances exist for that also. Now see 3-hour stochastic is also trading overbought. The MACD is after a long while it is trying to converge here. Probably it may cross over for a sell. The RSI is also trading overbought and it requires a little bit of cooling, which means couple or more red candles can be seen. On the 4-hour charts, we can see similar observation. First red candle here trying to break out. Probably it can try to keep it here. Then the second red candle might try to stretch it a little bit down. Stochastic consistently overbought. The MACD is in green, trying to converge a bit, and yes, it has seen a good enough levels. Probably a little conversion from here can be seen. The RSI is overbought and hence a little drop cannot be denied. And let's have a look at the daily charts. Now see, on the daily charts, lower highs are seen and then there is a pullback here, which means that it may try to pull back a little. However, and also look at the previous candle, lower lows were seen earlier. So yes, the possibility exists that it can erase the gains from yesterday. However, we have to be cautious because see, till the time it stays above 1890 or 1885, the chances of reversal will be less, even if it has to create a tail in order to bring a, because see what happens here is a stronger bullish candle, and yes, there could be a little pullback in order to give you second bullish candle. If at all it is really bullish, it will try to show you a little pullback, but that pullback holds good only and only if it stays above 1885, 1880 levels. Yes, till the time it stays above this zone, then there could be a possibility of a pullback, and if it breaches this zone, it can try to erase the gains from yesterday. It can try to bridge the gap completely on the downside. Daily charts stochastic is also overbought. The MACD here is bullish, it is divergent, and we had talked about it several times that this crossover has happened after long and this has brought good bullishness so far. The RSI is also near to the top and trying to reverse a bit. Considering this, today I'll recommend you to sell at 1904 and then expect 1900 and 1895, 1890, 1885. Every $5 you have to put a trailing stop loss. Then 1880, and see 1885, 1880, if it breaches, it may try to bring the prices further down and try to bridge the gap at 1870. Remember, it has to break below 1880, 85 zone in order to trade bearish today. You have to mark out for those levels. Till the time it stays above 8085, do not consider this as bearish. It can possibly show a little pullback, and hence you have to trade strictly with a trailing stop loss of $5 till 1880 levels. At the same time, remember, on the upside, first point we had talked about this. This is almost, see this channel here, it has completed the journey till here. It is almost at the highs of this channel on the daily charts, and if it is bearish, it has to stay below these levels and do not break past 1920, because once it stays above 1920, it can show you another pullback which might stretch the rally till towards 1950 levels also. We have seen that this is the channel in which it is trying to trade. Precisely, this is the highs of this channel. You have to be cautious at around this level. Yes, if you see it trading above 1915, you can buy, and then expect 1920. Once it breaks beyond 1920, more bullishness may prevail. We can expect 1930, 1940 levels today itself, and in fact, we might see 1950 also. If it stays bullish, what the rally we have seen yesterday, if it displays the same, certainly nobody can deny that. In fact, it can try to breach past 1950 also. Chances exist that it can try to retrace a bit though. So take your positions accordingly, trade accordingly, trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. Now let's have a look at silver. And yes, if you want to learn this art of trading profitably, you should join my mentorship batch. The 20th batch starts on 20th of March now. Reserve your seats now itself. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Now look at the hourly charts for silver. You can see here also it is getting a very good resistance. It went close to 22 but failing to do so. 2180 is the level above which I will recommend you to buy. Till the time it stays below 2180, there is a probability that it can try to hit. It can try to bridge the gap for 20. You can see this 20 period moving average situated at around 2145, 2140. So yes, one can stay short here and expect 2145, 2140 levels, and if it breaches this, more bearishness may prevail, which can bring the prices till 2120 and $21 levels. Now if you look at the stochastic, this is looking down. The MACD has crossed over here. This is trading with divergence. This is the first red candle. I will wait for the next candle. Probably it can show you more bearishness, because see, the RSI was trading overbought and now it is getting a little downward pull here. And if you look at the 2-hour chart, similar is the observation. Here also lower highs, lower lows. Once it breaks below 2160, you can sell for 2145, 2140 levels, and once it breaks below 2140, more bearishness might take it till 2120, $21 levels. The stochastic overbought, MACD trying to converge, and the RSI is also overbought, looking down here, indicating slight bearishness. And on the 3-hour charts also similar is the observation. So below 2160, yes, you can sell. Expect 2145, 2140, and then 2120 levels. In fact, we may see $21 levels if it stretches, and it can erase the gains from what we had seen yesterday. Possibility exists for this. The stochastic overbought and looking down, and the MACD is also trying to converge. RSI is also overbought. Now see, indicators on the near term trading overbought indicates that the prices might try to bring it a little down before it looks over to reverse. And for that, it has to trade about 2180, and beyond 2180, you can expect 2185, 2190, 2195, $22 levels. Now see, 22 is a very strong resistance. Beyond 22, it is going to fly high today. You have to note that $22 levels, if it breaches, it may bring the prices till towards 2220, and beyond that, more bullishness may prevail. Now see, the stochastic is overbought. The MACD divergent and bullish. It is trying to converge a bit. RSI is also trading overbought. Now look at the daily chart. See, on the daily charts, lower highs are seen, lower lows were seen previously. Yesterday's candle, lower lows, higher highs are seen. Now this time for the day, it has already formed a lower highs and trying to bring the prices a little down. It can try to bring the prices still towards 2145, 2140 levels. In fact, yes, and remember, once it reaches 21, certainly more bearishness can be seen there and it can get a downward pull. The stochastic has come back to overbought levels. The MACD has crossed over. This is trading with divergence. This is looking bullish. We talked about this. That see silver here is a triple bottom. We had seen this in analysis and see what beautiful rise it has given, and it is looking upwards. Still, it has got some bullishness. Yes, there could be little retracement. However, till the time it breaches on the downside 2050 levels should not be considered bearish at all. The RSI is also recovered a bit strongly and it has come back to comfortable levels. So for the day, considering this, you can sell at 2160, but then 2145, 2140 zone is a very strong support, and then we might see 2120 as the next support, 2130, 2120 as the next support. Only and only if you see silver trading below 21, then you can expect that there is going to be little more bearishness, which might bring 2080, 2050 levels there on the downside. On the upside, once you see it trading about 22, certainly more bullishness may prevail, but till 22 you have to put a 5 cents trailing stop loss. Yes, you can buy 2180. However, do not expect that it is turned bullish till the time it stays below 22, and then specifically 2220 levels. Beyond that, it is going to fly high. Take your trades accordingly. Trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. Join my mentorship batch and signals channel. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.